Let's start it off by going back to Saturday night. 30,000 plus fans out for the Western Conference Final. Captain Wade Barrett led the Dynamo out for the Western Conference Final against the Kansas City Wizards with the support of the third consecutive sellout crowd at Robertson Stadium. Orange the color of choice, and the Dynamo supported by a true home field advantage. Third minute, scary start as Brian Mullen goes down after a challenge of KC striker Eddie Johnson. Mullen would remain in the game. Fifth minute, Dynamo off the corner. Kevin Hartman in goal for Kansas City. Struggling with the cross, the Dynamo earn another corner, yet this time are whistled for the foul. The Dynamo forcing Wizards goalkeeper Kevin Hartman to make decisions. On to the 10th minute, Victorine isolating Johnson of Kansas City out wide with an accurate ball. It pulls Eddie Robinson out of the middle. Barrett provides the cover beautifully as a second defender ultimately blocking the shot. 12th minute, teams begin a flurry of attacking exchanges. First, Kansas City off the free kick. The chance that should have been finished if you're looking for an upset. Johnson, a clear chance, opts for power and misses. 1 minute later, Dynamo respond. Defender Craig Weibel, direct play which leads to the Dynamo getting a chance. 16th minute, the pressure continues. The Wizards defending too deep. Nate Jakwa open, can't steer the cross on target. 1 minute later, Davey Arno, the best Wizards player on the day, streaking down the right side, tries to find Johnson at the near post. Defended beautifully. 21st minute, Wizards goalkeeper Hartman with a spectacular play off his line, can't use his hands, and heads away. What a brave play from the Kansas City goalkeeper. Moments later, mistakes magnified on this night. Jack Jewsbury, the Wizards, stumbles. Brian Ching gets in, but his shot is errant. 28th minute, Ching hammered from behind by Nick Garcia, defender, who obviously targets the star striker. 1 minute later, Ching creates a small window of opportunity and space in a crowded penalty area. He gets a shot off that just goes wide. 32nd minute, Weibel, the accurate ball to Jakwa, who over his head tries to find De Rosario, but U.S. World Cup defender Jimmy Conrad nodding it back to Kevin Hartman. 34th minute, Dwayne De Rosario with a long-range effort. Ensuing corner, the wrong matchup for Kansas City, who put Michael Harrington on Jakwa. We get the game's first goal. Dynamo up 1-0. Swings it in. The header from Jakwa. '41st minute, a potential game-changing moment. Jakwa with an elbow and makes contact with Jack Jewsbury, who remains on the ground. Jakwa fortunate, maybe only to get a yellow card. On to stoppage time. Sloppy play leads to what the Dynamo thought was goal number 2. Kansas City bring on Argentine creative midfielder Carlos Marinelli, who spent time with Middlesbrough in the EPL. 46th minute, Marinelli finds Jewsbury, who shot bends but hits a side netting. KC with a positive start. 48th minute, more struggles off the corner for Kansas City. Davis delivering beautifully, the scramble in front of Hartman. He denies Jakwa. 55th minute, Garcia finally gets a deserved yellow card. No words needed here. Ching has taken a lot of free shots off defenders during the course of the year. 1 minute later, another scary moment off a tackle from Brian Mullen, who hammers Michael Harrington. 58th minute, dangerous moment for the Dynamo with Onstad off his line. They recover, prevent any opportunity from Kansas City, and then Marinelli with a bad foul on Davis. 62nd minute, Wizards midfielder Kurt Morsink trying to get Brian Ching set off. Ching doesn't bite.
Again late. They are targeting Brian Ching.
69th minute, Garcia stripped by Brad Davis. He delivers to the near post where Ching falls to the ground with no contact. Hartman would make the save. Dynamo trainer Bruce Morgan tending to Ching, who ultimately would go off with a calf injury. With a concerned crowd, Ching would be helped off. 73rd minute, Kansas City off a Marinelli free kick. It was dangerous. Nobody gets a head on it. Still, the Dynamo leading the Western Conference Final 1-0. 81st minute, the Dynamo produced the second goal. Craig Weibel with the beauty of a ball. Finds De Rosario, who goes to his left and beats Kevin Hartman to the near post.
Dwayne De Rosario!
85th minute, Dynamo coach Dominic Kinnear wisely taking off Dwayne De Rosario, who's carrying a yellow card from the second leg of the FC Dallas series, not risking losing him for the MLS Cup final. Dynamo players and fans celebrate at the final whistle. The Dynamo now heading to the MLS Cup final to take on nemesis, the New England Revolution. The Dynamo players accepting the Western Conference title trophy to the delight of fans, and the celebration is on at Robertson.
It is my pleasure on behalf of Major League Soccer to present the Western Conference Championship to the Dynamo captain, Wade Barrett.
Hey, on behalf of the team,
Just in case
I want to thank everyone for supporting us tonight. Far and away the best fans in the league. Thanks for giving us a boost when we need it. See everybody in DC.
What? Oh yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. You know, this is what you work hard all year for. This is what you play for. Is go to the MLS Cup and win it. You know, and for this team to go 2 years in a row is being new to this city, and having the fan support that we have is just awesome. You know, and we couldn't be any more thankful to the fans. They've been absolutely excellent, and we just hope that they make the trip to DC, as many of them can, and support us there, because we hope to bring the cup home again for them.
The city's been so welcoming, and you know, even this second year, you know, you thought maybe you'd have some letdown just because we were new last year. But if anything, there's more fans here in the playoffs this year than there were last year. And when we get tired, especially at the end of the game after going so hard in that first half, they give us an emotional lift that you can't get anywhere else. Not from inspirational talk, not from a look in your teammate's eye. They just give you something that you don't know you have.
They have so much fun doing it that in a way it does seem very easy, but this is a tremendous victory for our team, and we just want to do nothing more than go to DC and bring back another title for the great people of Houston, Texas.